is going on, guys? Welcome to a brand new episode today. I know it's a bit noisy in the background, but we're here with my Land Cruiser Cygnus, and I wanted to take you guys through what actually makes a Land Cruiser Cygnus. What do we mean by Cygnus? What are the differences between a Cygnus, which is basically an LX470, and the normal 100 series? Let's check that out right now, guys. This is going to be a good one. If you enjoy the videos, make sure you hit like, subscribe, comment down below. Let's get right into this one. Now the first aspect we can look on, guys, is paint. As you guys can see, this is a pearl paint. That's why it's shining so beautifully. Diamond white pearl. And these are slightly different on the LX470 or the Cygnus versus the normal 100 series model. But the 100 series model, also the normal one, does have a beautiful finish. But there is nothing quite like this diamond white pearl. Alright guys, coming to the front of the vehicle, as you can see, Cygnus really featured some beautiful twin headlights. So we had the twin headlights, and of course one of the headlights has a projector beam, one is a halogen, and then a restyled bumper which has fog lamps with projector beam and an indicator. So this is a slightly different setup from the normal 100 series. This is how the 100 series looks. So as you can see, restyled front end. The Cygnus, like the LX470, I've just always felt just looks very beautiful, very stylish, kind of timeless design, and kind of that understated luxury. So we have these beautiful headlamps that kind of curve in, but they are two pieces, and a single beam here. And then of course, with an LX470 or a Cygnus, you also get a different grille compared to the 100 series grille, which is much more blocky. So this is kind of a slightly more stylized Land Cruiser, you know, slightly better looking, kind of smoother lines, more kind of like a Lexus. So in the front end, that's the main things we have to talk about. Just a different bumper, headlights, and the hood. And then we come to the side of the vehicle, guys. The cladding, there's no difference. This cladding you also have on the 100 series, the normal model, I mean. But the Cygnus does, just because of the different bumpers, it just appears slightly fatter, slightly wider. But otherwise, body cladding on both models are the same. But Cygnus badging, and then of course tail lights are different. So this whole area is different, as you can see, where we have the chrome and the reverse lights and more chrome. So that area is different versus the 100 series, which looks like this. Back to the Cygnus. As you can see, we have LED tail lights. That is the major difference on the rear end. Now, of course, most of the differences are actually on the inside. The Cygnus was basically the Japanese market Lexus, and then the LX470 went to the US. So this is a right-hand drive vehicle. This was the JDM, the Japanese Lexus, and so they called it the Cygnus. And what they could do, basically, of course, it is a 100 series Land Cruiser. It uses the exact same platform, but what they did, they changed a bit of the bumpers, and they changed a bit of the interior pieces and a bit of the materials. So let me show you those interior materials, because that's where the differences really start to count. So as we can see here, the first difference is the door cards. And this, guys, is a big difference. When you look at the normal 100 series Land Cruiser, when you come to a Cygnus, you get the memory seats, you get real wood trim, you get real leather stitching with that perfect, you know, Japanese perfection in terms of the leather stitching. Beautiful wood. So basically, exactly how you saw Mercedes-Benz in the 1990s, that's what the Japanese picked up on, and they gave us the bunched leather, and they gave us just a fantastic door card coupled with upgraded sound system, which you do not get in the normal 100 series. So upgraded door cards, upgraded sound system, and real materials. Whereas when you look in the 100 series, this is how the Cygnus looks. Big difference. The whole door is cladded in leather in the Cygnus. Now in the Cygnus, you come into the interior. The steering wheel is also a bit better, more controls, because as you think of a Cygnus, you think about it being fully spec'd, every single spec. Beautiful speedometer with the dials. That is different from the normal 100 series. It just looks so much more liquid in the Cygnus. I just want to turn these dials on for you so you can see what I mean by that fluid look. You know, the dials come to life slowly with the lights. Just a fantastic look. And then we come to the center console, guys. This of course is different as well. This is how the Cygnus looks. Let me show you how the 100 series looks. back to the Cygnus, as you can see, quite a fantastic difference, because we have got our real wood grain finished so perfectly, together with this wonderful silver finish and panels, and of course a bit of chrome on our air-conditioned vents, just to make it all, you know, luxurious and nice. And of course you can see that the dashboard is in this vinyl finish, which gives a good luxury vibe. The normal 100 series also has the vinyl dashboard, but the main differences are here, and some more differences are right down here. As we come to our center console, as you can see in the Cygnus, all wood and real materials. And that's going to be the main difference you see when you move from the normal 100 series to a Cygnus. You notice the difference in materials immediately. You notice the door cards. You notice that the leather on the chairs is different. The leather on the seats is different. You know, it's bunched leather. It's got a different smell to it, and it's totally just an amazing leather versus the normal 100 series, which seems to be a kind of a harder leather versus what you get in these Cygnuses. And so immediately when you get in this interior, you're greeted with that luxury vibe. There's no, you know, two ways around it. You feel it, you know it. Guests who you drive around in this vehicle, they feel that this is a kind of an upmarket vehicle. It feels different from the normal 100 series. All right, when it comes down to features, we can see that, you know, some 100 series models that are not well spec'd, they have less of these items. But you can see with Cygnus, you get your heated seats, high and low. You can see we have the 5-speed transmission here because this is a post 2003 model. Our low range is right here. Of course, you get the AHC suspension. So fully spec'd Land Cruiser Cygnus, of course, you're going to get the luxurious hydraulic controlled suspension, which just works so well. And as I mentioned, upgraded sound system. So the Mark & Levinson sound system actually, and as you can see, it does say premium sound system. Sounds fantastic. You've got your defroster, you've got your rear ventilation. All Land Cruisers have this, so there's no big hoo-ha here. The AC runs all the way to the back, even in my Land Cruiser 80 series. But a few more changes is when you come behind the steering wheel, you've got a few more electronic controls, and when you put the key into this vehicle, you have got a telescopic steering wheel, which means the steering wheel will move when I put the key in, as you can see. And when I take it out, so you take out the key, the steering wheel moves right back. Now, of course, top spec Cygnus, so you're gonna get a sunroof. Of course, that's normal. And as you can see, the vehicle is cladded in this soft material all the way around. So being in the Cygnus, of course, immediately you notice the luxury vibe. You notice that you're kind of in this cocoon of luxury. You feel like you've sat on a sofa, you know. It's got that rich kind of soft leather vibe. It feels upmarket, and you really feel comfortable, versus the normal Land Cruiser 100 series, which you do feel a bit more basic, and you aren't surrounded by these kind of materials. And definitely, I must say, guys, the difference from, you know, luxury and non-luxury is definitely materials. We're talking about materials. Good wood grain, good chrome bits, good metal bits, and everything starts to really come together. And of course, fantastic leather, which so many manufacturers these days are moving away from leather because, you know, just all the issues in the world. And I just wish you could just be back in the day when real leather was put on vehicles, and it really made the difference, versus everything these days, which is just plastic, black, piano gloss, black finishes, and just drives me a bit mad. And with the Cygnuses, you'll always notice this soft, cushiony seats, and these are different from even the Land Cruiser Amazon. I promise you, when you get in a Cygnus, which is like LX470, you notice this leather is different. It's got this soft bunched leather. The smell that it oozes when the sun hits it on a warm morning, there's nothing like it. The graininess and the way the leather kind of, you know, shines out at you, you can tell that this is nice leather and this is an upmarket sort of material. Now, apart from that, guys, we move to rims. Of course, 18-inch rims on the 2003 plus models, but Cygnus did feature this unique rim, gunmetal finish from the factory. So one more change is the rims on the Cygnus, which differ from the normal 100 series. Now, some 100 series don't have this beautiful metallic which goes around the body cladding, which is very reminiscent once again to the Mercedes of this era, but Cygnus has it, and this forms the outer cladding of the body, which makes the vehicle a bit more muscular. Of course, one last change to let you know that you're in an upmarket vehicle. The door cladding, guys, nothing better than seeing that Cygnus text right there. When you see the door signage, always lets you know that this is a beautiful vehicle. And of course, Cygnus carpets are very nice, very soft Toyota carpets for the Cygnus model versus the normal Land Cruiser, which is slightly different. And one more feature here that you get in the Cygnus is you can open this rear window so you can ventilate your car, especially if you're carrying some food. I just want to show you how that works. We can open this, air your vehicle, and you do also have this rear light, and of course we have the controls for our mirrors and our headlights, and to put our side mirrors in. Now, of course, highlighting all those features, this is just a very good looking vehicle, luxury vehicle, upmarket, just slightly more streamlined, better lines, better headlights, and just a bit more classy than the blocky look of the normal 100 series. And that's what you get when you upgrade to the LX470 or the Land Cruiser Cygnus. So I love this vehicle, of course. If you're in the market for one, I would recommend always going for one. These things are rare, they're beautiful, they're fantastic to daily drive, and yeah, I wouldn't say a thing bad about them. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you think. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. But if you enjoyed, make sure you hit like, subscribe, comment down below. And I'll catch you in the next one. It's been Masai Gaines checking out.